Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Gemini weekly money and career reading from September 29th to October 5th, 2025. Geminis, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Gemini's weekly money and career. September 29th, October 5th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of October. And yes, I know I am late on delivering a few names for the free readings. I will be announcing pretty soon four names for free readings. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for a better sound, and let's get started. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. What do we need to know? What are the messages here for Gemini money and career? September 29th, October 5th. What do we need to know for the sign of Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, money and career. What are the messages, please? What is the root of the matter? What do we need to know? Money and career for Gemini. What do we need to know for the sign of Gemini? What do we need to know for the sign of Gemini, money and career, September 29th, October 5th? One more. Gemini. Okay. All right, Gemini, let's see what we got. What are the messages here? Queen of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords. Three of Swords. Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, Five of Swords, 10 of Swords, sorry, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the World, and the High Priestess. Okay, figuring things out. Gemini. I don't know why I'm saying Scorpio. Haven't done a Scorpio reading lately, so maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. Remember to click the join button if you want to become a member. Members only can get personal readings during live readings. We come on live Monday, Friday, and Sundays. Join membership. You'll get a personal reading live. And members only. So we would love to have you. However, you don't have to be a member or even a subscriber if you want to join us during the lives and join in positive energies to manifest and move forward. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy these readings, or you connect with them, or they motivate you or help you out in what way, or maybe just entertain you, click the subscribe button right now. And it supports the channel and it allows me to continue to deliver these readings. So if you haven't subscribed yet, thank you so much for subscribing. And for everyone that has subscribed and supported the channel, thank you. Gratitude to each and every one. All right, let's get started. Gemini, let's see what's going on. You're leaving difficulties behind. You are either ending something or have been really disappointed in someone, in a job issue, in a business issue. It can be a job ending, but it can also be just the disappointment and the stress going on with financial difficulties, or focusing on the negative. Now, doesn't mean the negative isn't there. Doesn't mean maybe that, you know, something is ending, or that you have been really disappointed in a decision, in a person, in a job situation. We'll pull more cards. I feel like this, you're moving out of financial difficulties. You're finding the solution. You're being resourceful. You're nurturing an idea, and you're going to be really happy with this idea. You have the wish card. And so the wish card is really being content with the result, content with the answer or the decision that is made. But to get into this Nine of Cups, this contentment, this wish coming through or true, whatever your situation is, right? To reach a sort of financial comfort, or this just the satisfaction of enjoying the fruits of your labor, or this decision, something has to be let go. Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the disappointment in how they handle it, in the result, in what they said, in the callback, in the business decision, in the job, in your team, with your boss, whatever it is. I feel like you're now understanding that you're going to move into a new cycle. And we have the World, right? The World is about understanding, accepting, but accepting every step of the way, accepting that you have to integrate and understand learning, reflection, experience, everything that's been going on to enter a new cycle. That's why you have the endings here. You're done. You're done with them, or done with the job, or done with that way of working, or done in that environment, and you're moving into something new, something that is more important for you. So it is, your thoughts are going to come together and start to be clear. If you've been in anxiety, with the job, with your manager, or with your career situation, trying to get a job, trying to get things rolling in your business, trying to make more money, right? I feel like here, finally, an idea, or your mindset, or wherever you're at, right, in your mind, something that's been questioned, learned, integrated, traveled, whatever it is coming all together. The pieces are going to start fit together. You will see the big picture. There's a collaboration here. You're building something. You're working with other people. This is teamwork. You're going to be really comfortable with your choice, and abundance. You're coming into abundance and long-term financial stability. However, you're leaving a job, or you're leaving a very disappointing situation. Maybe it didn't bring enough money. Maybe it was a collab. Maybe it was a person you were working with. Maybe it was that job, and but focus on your assets. Don't focus on what happened, or how you didn't like this, or the negative energies going on and the disappointment, because if you focus on that, you're just going to remain in that. And you're just going to brew that. And whatever you move forward on, let's say you're going to interviews, let's say you're trying to make a business deal, let's say you're even trying to get into a school, let's say you're trying to collaborate and develop a project, or develop your talent, or whatever it is, make something happen. And you have it right here. You have the wish here. You're going to get that satisfaction of you know, of enjoying the fruits of your labor. But you have to focus on your assets, what you have, your talent, not on what happened. So we process it. And is it easy? No, but we process it, and sometimes we brew in it for a long time. And while we brew in it, well, opportunities pass by because things keep going on, but you keep going on in the brewing, right? So don't brew too long, because you just consider what went wrong or why it didn't work. Listen. There's a lot of listening here. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, which is being resourceful, being very nurturing, but very pragmatic in finding solutions, and also listening. This is a time for listening, for empathy and listening, rather than sort of bulldozing your idea through or just being annoyed and brewing. You will take charge. You are moving forward into a new cycle. And you're moving into, like, if this is an idea, you're part of something bigger. If this is a job, you're part of something more interesting, more valuable. If this is, you know, if this is your business, then you're anchoring yourself and taking charge financially, structurally. You're taking responsibility, and now you're setting boundaries to be able to move forward in a new cycle. You're evolving to a higher level of understanding, and also your ideas, your business, your job is part of something bigger. So you have this doorway now to even more. Emperor and High Priestess. Now, with the High Priestess, we understand that something has to be addressed, something that was hidden, a truth, information that needs to come out, that has been beneath the surface for a long time. That is probably why you have all these cards, because things have to be addressed that haven't been addressed before, right? So you have the ability to lead and to organize and to establish systems, or your system, or establish yourself in a new job, in a new career, in a new business. But clarity is most important. Clarity and stability and reasoned thought, right? Planning over improv. No time for improv. Facts over feelings. Principles over speculations and assumptions. No time to assume it had to be like that, or presume or speculate that things should have been like that. That's the way we always done them, or that's the way I want them. So, you know, it should be like that. No, don't assume anything, and don't speculate on anything before you get the truth, or the information comes out, or the issue is addressed. Follow your gut feeling, follow your intuition. Order creates power, right? You're building something that's going to last, and control your thoughts to direct and focus and set boundaries. The inner power to master sort of distractions or doubts, emotions, in favor of something reassured, and good decision making and clarity in the decision maker. Willpower meets intellect, right? It's all about willpower. It's all about your mind, and it's all about facts. And you're good at that, Gemini. You usually think with your mind and don't think or make decisions with your emotions. You like to detach yourself emotionally. That is how you focus, and that is how you move forward. So, you know, put your thoughts in service of your goals, and if they're running wild and it's difficult and you're disappointed because something ended or you had to leave, or right, just see the big picture. You're planning stability now, and you're planning long-term stability. Now, what needs to be addressed? We'll pull another card on that. What hasn't been told to you? Look beyond the obvious to understand really what truly is at play. What happened? What they do? What they say? What happened in the job? What happened in the collaboration? Or what happened in the dynamic, in the work dynamic? Or what happened in the interviews? There's a wisdom within you that maybe has been ignored, or maybe issues that have been ignored, or maybe you're not completely fully aware of yet. Listen to your gut feeling. Listen to your instincts. Right? You hold the answer. Once things are revealed and become clear, you hold the answer. Yes, things beneath the surface need to be discovered or need to be addressed. And it can be the truth about yourself and your own situation, or the truth about the situation in your job with your manager, with whatever it is, business, project, whatever it is. So it can be just you being real with yourself on what's going on, why that ended, or why you're disappointed, or why you're no longer working with them, or why they're no longer working with you, or didn't work out, whatever it is, or didn't get the job maybe. So be comfortable with uncertainty and ambiguity right now, because maybe not everything is going to be known, but at least address the issue, the core issue, and then let the rest go. Let the rest go. Don't ruin it. Right now, maybe it's time to take like a softer, more passive energy here. So listening, again, listening, observing, being empathic, receiving. Trust the flow of life and trust the flow of information. Sort of reconnecting with something that is important to you. Let's see what is important to you. You are moving out of financial difficulties. You are moving into a much smoother energy here. But what is this? Okay, so what needs to be addressed, or what has been hidden here? No, not these. This one. Okay, resting. Yeah, resting after the challenges, after the obstacles, after figuring things out with a partner or with another person. Now, this doesn't have to be automatically a business partner, or it can be a personal, dynamic with you in your life partner, or a close friend, just someone you have a really emotional bond with. You're taking a breather. Let's see what this person is all about. What is this person all about? What are they revealing? Or what has to be said? Or what hasn't been said? Am I taking these? Okay, so you're creating something with this person. You're creating something. You're excited about this, but try not to be impulsive though. What are you creating? It's giving you anxiety. Okay, so it's giving you stress, what you're creating with this person. Can be with a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. But this partnership with this person, or this person you're working with, or even if it's a family member or a friend or someone, it's stressing you out. What are you trying to create? What are you trying to create? Or you have to address the issue. There's something you haven't talked about. What is this Empress all about? Let me change decks with Gemini. What are we creating here? What are we understanding? What are we nurturing? Nurture yourself, Gemini. Take care of yourself. What are you understanding here? And what are you creating with this Empress? Again, we're getting the Four of Swords. Taking some rest. Again, listening, empathy. And we have conflict, disagreement. Assert yourself. Assert yourself. This is a moment where you have to shine bright. Shine bright in this disagreement. There's clearly a disagreement. Can be with a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. And it feels like it's with someone that doesn't like to take responsibility, or it's certainly someone that doesn't think before they make a decision, and they sort of make their decisions on the fly. A fun person, someone, you know, with a great personality, but they don't like to take responsibility. And maybe this is a person that you're working with. It can be a coworker. It can be a manager. It can be someone that you're trying to build something with, a collaborator, a partner, a business partner. But it can also be someone in your close environment, friend, family member, someone with who with who you're really close with. And we have with this Five of Wands where there's clearly a disagreement with this person. There can be a lot of competitiveness as well, a lot of competition, a lot of options, a lot of people, a lot going on. Everybody's in it to say something. Everybody has an opinion, right? There's conflicting ideas here, but I feel like there's still like a brainstorm in chaos, and brainstorm figuring things out, finding a solution in a very competitive, very chaotic environment. And it can be you in a business, in a company, working in a very competitive environment and having someone there that's really not taking responsibility for their job, and it's giving you anxiety. Okay, so let's see what the Emperor is all about. Now, the Emperor can be you taking charge and responsibility, or this can be a leader, a decision maker in your job that is taking responsibility, or they're the one responsible, right, that have the power. They're not someone very flexible, though. All right, well, who's this Emperor? And then we'll move on to the, we have the Empress as well. Okay, so this is all about creativity, understanding, making money with creativity, making money with ideas. You're exploring. It's a new adventure. It's something you've never done before. And so, yes, maybe it's highly competitive. And yes, some of the people maybe you were working with, or you thought you were going to work with, or you thought you were going to partner up with, or whatever, it's not working, or it needs to be reinvented or reorganized, or understanding that it's important to come together to find a solution, or else it's going to stop. So you're disappointed in them. Maybe they're disappointed in you. However, I do feel like you're moving into something new here with this Fool. Understanding to trust yourself. Maybe I'll pull another card on the Fool, because the Fool is also, it's like, it's moving forward with an open heart and trusting yourself on this adventure, a new adventure, something you've never done before. Again, out of your comfort zone, getting out of obligations, getting out of the fear of judgment, maybe from that other person. And it's really time to step into the world, but it's also time to be very curious. And we do have the Page of Wands, planning, curious, exploring new ideas, exploring a new job, a new business, a new way of making money, something completely different. That's why we have the World. So you're learning, you're getting all the information you need. This is something that you're exploring. Beginner steps into this new career, into this new job, or into this new project, or new way of making money, new business, whatever it is, it's going to be different for each and every one. But you have to dream big. You have to believe in the magic of new beginnings, stepping into the unknown, knowing that you don't know everything, right? And let go of the fear. The Fool's journey is all about self-discovering and learning. And sometimes the only way to learn is through experience, and that is how we gain wisdom along the way. So embrace the journey rather than focus too much on the outcome and too much on validation. Sometimes we don't get instant validation, and sometimes we don't agree, and sometimes people don't agree, right? And we don't really, maybe you thought this was a person you were going to partner up in a business, or someone you could trust in your job, or getting you a job, or right. And so here, you know, you're going into something different. You know, this is going to be a different adventure in your career path. It's different. And it's something that you've wanted to do because you have the 9 of Cups. And it's something where you're going to be really, really satisfied to, you know, to get the fruits of your labor, to receive the fruits of your labor. But it's a new cycle. And I feel like the disappointments along the way, the stress along the way, the anxiety along the way is pretty natural. And the disappointment, some things are going to work, some things are not going to work. Some people you're going to work with, some people no. And that's what we have here. We have collaboration, we have teamwork. Clearly it's something maybe that you can't do all alone, that you need at least a collaborator, or you need to collaborate with other people to build this. You're building something, and you're building something with other people, or at least you need other people involved to be able to develop this and move forward. Okay, so yes, step by step. I don't always look at the bottom of the deck, but sometimes I feel called to, and when there's a message, there we go. Step by step, plan this out. It's going to take a moment. It's slow moving. It's not a quick fix. All right, so wait, let me change decks again. One card on the world here. You're moving into a new cycle, a whole new cycle. And there's a lot of learning, a lot of processing. Yeah, again, taking charge, taking charge. You are in charge. You're the leader. Or there's an Aries there that is a leader. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. So not only are you taking charge, or there is an Aries that is taking charge, someone is there. You're not alone. So either you're the leader, you're the business owner, or you're the manager, or you're leading this process, this project, whatever it is that you're building. But either you're seeking guidance from, you know, someone with more knowledge and experience, that's sort of sharing their knowledge and their wisdom with you. There's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of growth through exploration but with very formal and traditional institutions, administrations. This is something that has to be structured. So you're sealing a deal, you're getting the green light, you're getting the contract signed, you're getting the documents through a traditional way. Again, administration, institutions, banks, loans, whatever it is. You are pushing forward into a deeper understanding, something more disciplined, something more formal that needs to be done. So if you have to sign contracts, if you have to get a loan, if you have to get documents to make this happen, to move forward in this business, to move forward in this idea, this is going to happen. There's the green light, there's the contract, there are the papers, there's a signature, whatever it is. Whether you're still seeking the guidance, or whether you're getting the answers and the documentations. And we have 2 times the Fool, moving forward on this new adventure, whole new adventure. And maybe you're starting your own business, right? It's possible. But it's exciting. It's exciting, even though it's stressful. And at one point you got disappointed with someone or a situation that didn't happen. And well, it's not going to happen. And don't brew in that. Do not brew in that. You're moving forward in the 10 of Pentacles, abundance, and happy with your choice. So yeah, maybe you have to make a choice of leaving, or leaving that partnership, or not doing it that way, or you thought you were going to collaborate with them, or you thought you were going to get more out of that, or you were going to make that business deal, or whatever. It's not going to be with that person, or it's not going to be with that source. You are moving forward on your own adventure. Let's see if there's one more card coming out of this. A lot of major arcana. So this is a big shift in your career. if you're looking to develop something, to start your business, to develop your idea, or to collaborate on something, or to move into a much more structured, traditional job, that is a possibility. In control. In control. Try not to stay too much in the Four of Pentacles where you're very stuck, very stubborn, not wanting to communicate, not wanting anyone else to have control. One more card here. It's all about the money. It is all about the money. You're staying close to your money, close to your budget, which is a good thing, but you also have to communicate. Yes, it's creative. Or either you're going to make money on this creative idea or on your talent, your creative talent or whatever, or either you're the creative one in the bunch. Whatever it is, it's starting new and it's very exciting for you. And you're very excited to join these people or to work with these people, even though this one maybe, or this angle you took or this direction you took was not the right one, disappointing, but now you're moving forward onto a new energy. An exciting new energy. It's a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough for you, even though it's very competitive. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road, Geminis. Weekly, money and career. One last message for the road. What do we have for Geminis? Weekly, money and career. One last message for the road. Interesting. Yes. Well, there we go. Accepting the chaos, accepting the transition, accepting the highs and lows, right? That things are going to be chaotic, and detaching yourself from a bond or someone you're attached to, or ways of working, or patterns in your career, your choices, sort of attached to certain ways. And this is different. And it's important to understand that once you detach yourself from old patterns or old ways, or maybe a past job, or the way you thought this was going to move forward, the way you thought you were going to make it happen, or the people you thought you were going to work with, right? They're toxic money patterns here, or maybe it's all about money. Maybe it's very materialistic, right? And it's sort of like a financial entrapment, or just, something very controlling that you were in. And so now it's accepting to do things differently. And the transition or the change, of course, can be chaotic. It's a shift. It's a shift, whether it's positive or negative, but here it's positive. It's a shift in financial fortune, right? That luck is at play. Things are fated. If it didn't work out, it wasn't supposed to work out. If that person didn't show up, or didn't show up in business, or it didn't pan out, you are not supposed to be working with them. It's a sudden shift here, a sudden change. Stay adaptable. Stay adaptable. This is meant to happen. And not everything is in your control. And that is why we have this Four of Pentacles and the Devil. It's like you're attached to a certain way of making money. Or you're only attached to money. Or maybe they were only attached to money. Right? It's all about the money, nothing but the money, power and money. But here, it demands more listening, more attentiveness, more patience, because there are things you need to learn and things that need to be said, whether it's documents, whether it's information, or maybe there's a learning curve because you're exploring something new. And things are a state of change. So it's a good time to be open to change, and it's a good time to be open to new. Open yourself up. There are unexpected opportunities coming in, new possibilities. You're in the right direction. Things are, again, at a state of change and flux, and changes are inevitable. So adapt to the changes and open yourself up. Don't stay in that Four of Pentacles control and, you know, I don't want to communicate. It's always going to be like that. Maybe that put you in that disappointment because you really thought it was going to be that. And that's the way you've always done it. And you're attached to certain money patterns or career patterns. And these readings, and this is not just for you, Gemini, these readings keep coming up with these, you know, changes and chaos, and things are different, and we have to adapt to different, and whether we want it or not, it's there. It's not in our control. And so we have to really go with it and be reinventing ourselves and being resourceful and being creative. And we have to go out there, whether we want it or not. That's how we're going to make money. That's the new deal. That's the new. It's not even new normal. It's the new. And so there's a lucky break here, and there's the opportunity, maybe a little bit out of nowhere, not in your control, moving into synchronicities, moving forward. You're in a good place, but boy, oh boy, do you have to be adaptable, and boy, oh boy, do you have to be flexible. Accept the new, accept the different, accept to navigate the difference, and accept to not know everything, and that it's not in your control. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for being here, for connecting, for sharing your journeys. Gratitude to each and everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. The magic word here is, the key is to open up. The key is to open up. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, or just empowering yourself to bring in these positive energies, put down below in the comment section, the key is to open up. Don't forget to be subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. Geminis, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.